All right, let's head to the markets now and look at the numbers, beginning obviously with the NGX right here in Nigeria. There we have the number, right? So the markets recovered yesterday. The stock market in Nigeria was up, closed at 1.63%. Went from, I think, 101 to 102,802.25. Equity are still around that 56 trillion naira. Activity, we saw some green on the activity charts yesterday. We see for more than about 15% when you look at the volume. Thank you so much. About 15% at 861 million for volume. Value was more than 12 billion naira, almost 50% right there, 45.95. And deals, however, dropped, was still very high, as we can see, at 12,857. Looking at the sectors, we see the figures are back, recovering from there. 7.82% for banking, consumer goods, also industrial goods, insurance. So the market is like recovering. So we still have that bullish sentiment for the NGX right there. But let's look at the fixed income market. At least there was correction at the NGX, and then we see it rebounding right there. Some big stocks are still making move. But let's look at the fixed income market and see how that market has been doing in the midst of the rally in the NGX. We have joining us Dimeji. All right, I think we've lost Dimeji right there. So let's look at the gainers for the NGX. Yesterday, we see the gainers were Charms. Charms gained 10%. That's the maximum. GTCO also, Veriscap also gained 10%. Solid gain, you will see there. For the flip side, you have DCAP, lost almost 10%. Also, CWG and RT Briscoe, also 9%. So those who lost well, and those who gained also gained well. I think we have Dimeji now, Dimeji Obasa, joining us to give us the summary of the fixed income space for the week. Hi, Dimeji. So we've been so caught up with what's going on at the NGX. So interesting, unprecedented moves right there. But we cannot forget the fixed income, because at least that's where you have the safe investments. Government goes there to borrow money. But what has been happening right there at the fixed income space?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. Some markets, what we've seen over the week has been bearish sentiments. On Monday, we had an FGN bond auction where about 4 bonds were on offer, with the longest dated being the 2038 bond. That bond closed at the auction at 16.5%, and we have not traded below that mark all through the week. Buyers have subsequently increased their bids even. So yesterday, we saw bids on the 2038 as high as 17%, while offers have started to inch up even higher than the auction closing rate. We saw some offers come out yesterday at 16.6%. So the general sentiment in the fixed income market is for higher rates, and we are seeing that be the trend, going forward.
All right, so is there anything that we're expecting today at the close of trade?
Today we expect market to continue to remain bearish. We expect that we would see more offers come out at higher levels than where they traded yesterday. We do not expect any government or CBN action today via an OMO auction, or there's no NTB or bond auction schedules for today. We, however, expect an NTB auction to be held on Wednesday next week. The market is very much looking forward to that. But in the interim, what we've seen, or what we continue to see today, or what we expect, is bearish sentiments with more offers coming out at higher levels.
All right, and I'm sure more investors will also be looking that way. Thank you so much, Dimeji Obasa, fixed income dealer with Access Bank PLC.